It's not so often that you associate mature gameplays with young footballers because they are young and inexperienced. But I don't think same can be said for Xavi Simons. He is proving to be one of the most talented young prospects in European football. And at only 20 years of age, he has played in the French League, the Dutch League, the German League, the UEFA Champions League, the UEFA Europa League, and even the FIFA World Cup. Yeah, and it can only get better from here as the future looks bright. But how exactly has Xavi Simons become a top prospect? Xavi Simons kicked off his football journey back in 2010 when he joined Barcelona's youth setup in La Masia, and he impressed scouts. Chelsea even tried to snatch him up when he was just a kid. He's been labeled a prodigy, and rightly so. In 2017, he linked up with the renowned agent Mino Raiola, joining the big leagues of football talent. At just 13, Simons bagged his first deal with Nike, although he later switched to Adidas in 2021 before making moves to Puma in 2023. Growing up, Simons was a social media sensation, and by 2019, he'd already racked up over 2 million followers on Instagram. He also landed a spot on Goals NXGN 2020 list of the 50 best wonder kids in world football. And not to be outdone, The Guardian tagged him in their Next Generation 2020 lineup. Back in July 2019, Simons embarked on a new chapter, leaving Barcelona behind and joining the ranks of French giants Paris Saint-Germain. His 3-year contract with PSG reportedly boasted a hefty sum of up to €1 million annually, which was quite big for a youngster. The young prodigy didn't waste any time, making his professional debut for PSG on the 10th of February 2021, in a Coupe de France match against Caen. He later stepped onto the Ligue 1 stage in a 4-1 victory over Strasbourg. He ended up winning his first professional trophy, the Coupe de France, in his debut season. As the 2021-2022 season rolled around, Simons found himself in the spotlight once again. Mauricio Pochettino included him in the first team preparations, and he impressed in the first half of the season and gained more minutes for the team that season, even though it was just a handful of minutes. But in a surprising turn of events, Simons made a move back to his roots, signing with Eredivisie club PSV in June 2022. On his debut, he scored his first career goal against none other than rivals Ajax in the Johan Cruyff Shield. The whole world were introduced to the best of Xavi Simons as he impressed in all competitions he played in. And let's not forget his standout performance in the KNVB Cup final, where he provided the crucial assist for Thorgan Hazard's goal, leading PSV to victory over Ajax. Throughout the 2022-2023 season, Simons impressed on the pitch. Playing in various attacking positions, he racked up an impressive tally of 22 goals and 12 assists in 48 games across all competitions. So he literally went from 0 career goals the previous season to over 20 goals. Whether it was partnering with Cody Gakpo and Noni Madueke in attack or shouldering the responsibility as PSV's focal point, Simons rose to the occasion time and time again. And his versatility was on full display, particularly as he transitioned to the role of a left winger, scoring an additional 12 goals and 8 assists in 26 games. Simons ended the season as the joint top scorer with a whopping 19 league goals to his name. But that's not all. He also unleashed the second most shots in the league, with 93 attempts. At just 20 years old, Simons became the youngest joint top scorer in the Eredivisie since the legendary Ronaldo Nazario back in 1994-1995. Simons is a provider too, getting 8 assists, bringing his total goal involvements in the league to an impressive 27. And he was the youngest player across the top 7 European leagues with that many goal involvements last season. If you watch him play, you'd agree that he was one of the best players aged 21 or under last season. Simons attempted an impressive 4.78 dribbles per 90 minutes, with a success rate of 2.38. That explosive pace and quick change of direction is what makes him a nightmare for defenders to handle. And when he's in the box, he's lethal, taking most of his shots inside and averaged 4.59 touches in the penalty area last season. Simons isn't just a goal-scoring machine, he's a playmaker too, like we mentioned. With 5.33 shot creating actions per 90, he's constantly threatening to create chances for his team. And despite his high shot volume, he's got the quality to back it up, boasting an expected goals per 90 of 0.48. He was crucial to PSV qualification to the UEFA Champions League. Last season, PSV led the Eredivisie with an impressive 36 fast breaks, And who better to capitalize on these opportunities than Simons himself? He netted 5 goals from fast breaks, tying with none other than Mohamed Salah and trailing only Kylian Mbappe. Simons is also a master at carrying the ball forward, wreaking havoc on opposition defenses. 8 of his goals last season came after a carry, a feat matched only by Rafael Leao across the top 7 European leagues. And when he's not finding the back of the net himself, he's setting up his teammates, providing 4 assists following a carry. Simons is also a wizard with the ball at his feet, completing a staggering 74 dribbles in the Eredivisie, second only to Mohamed Kudus of Ajax. His elusive moves often left defenders with no choice but to foul him, winning a league-high 78 fouls, with 25 of those occurring in the final third. But it's not just his offensive output that makes Simons a great player. He's a workhorse without the ball, too. He contested an impressive 14.1 duels per 90 minutes, trailing only Luc de Jong among PSV players. And when it comes to winning those duels, Simons led his teammates with an average of 7.6 duels won per 90 minutes. Plus, his defensive contribution doesn't stop there as he recovered possession 155 times, with 30 of those recoveries coming in the final third. Simons was also consistent, which is what many young talents lacks. He played an impressive 2,819 minutes in the Eredivisie, starting all 34 games for PSV. In fact, he became the 6th youngest player in Eredivisie history to achieve this feat, which goes to show how important he was to the team. Simons isn't just your average player. He's a blend of style, talent, and pure substance. With accolades like the Super Cup, KNVB Cup, and Champions League qualification under his belt, it's no wonder he's catching the eye of clubs far and wide. And with his stellar performance in the Eredivisie last season, the question on everyone's mind is whether he can shine in the Premier League or other top leagues. Well, the answer is yes. Representing the Netherlands at various youth levels, Simons has been making waves on the international stage from a young age. And on October 21, 2022, he received his first taste of senior national team recognition, being included in the pre-selection for the Netherlands squad. But the real moment of glory came on November 11th, when head coach Louis van Gaal officially called him up for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar, which is a dream come true for any player. At just 20 years old, Simons became the youngest player in the Dutch squad. He put his name in the history books as the youngest player to feature in the knockout stages for the Netherlands. Though the journey ended in heartbreak, with elimination in the quarter-finals at the hands of Argentina. After a successful 2022-2023 season at Netherlands, in the summer of 2023, Simons made a return to Paris Saint-Germain, signing a 4-year contract after the club triggered a reported €6 million buyback clause in his PSV contract. However, instead of wearing the PSG jersey immediately, he was swiftly loaned out to Bundesliga club RB Leipzig for the 2023-2024 season. Simons wasted no time in making an impact at Leipzig, debuting in style with a commanding 3-0 victory over Bayern Munich in the 2023 DFL Super Cup on the 12th of August. And he didn't stop there. Just 2 weeks later, he scored his first Bundesliga goal in a dominant 5-1 win over VfB Stuttgart. He also finished with 2 assists in the same match. On the 25th of October 2023, he netted his maiden Champions League goal in a 3-1 triumph over Red Star Belgrade. Not only did he find the back of the net, but he also earned the title of Player of the Match, becoming the youngest Dutch player since Arjen Robben in 2003 to both score and assist in the prestigious competition. And he didn't stop there. In the return fixture against Red Star Belgrade on November 7th, Simons opened the scoring in a crucial 2-1 win, securing qualification to the round of 16 for RB Leipzig. With each match, Xavi Simons is proving himself to be a force to be reckoned with, whether on the international stage or in club competitions. And as RB Leipzig's Christopher Nkunku replacement, he's stepping up to the plate and making a name for himself as one of the brightest talents in European football. Under the guidance of manager Marco Rose, RB Leipzig has thrived with an attacking mindset, often lining up in a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-4-2 formation. With a lot of attacking talent at their disposal, including summer signings Lois Openda, Fabio Carvalho, and Benjamin Sesko, as well as the return of Alexander Sorloth, and with the likes of Yusuf Poulsen, Danny Olmo, and Emil Forsberg in the mix, It's a big task to be a regular in the starting lineup. But looking at Simons' role in this setup, in the 4-2-3-1 formation, he's poised to take on the crucial role of the shadow striker. This position demands penetrating runs, creative playmaking, and confidence in one-on-one situations, qualities that Simons possesses in abundance. With Marco Rose's emphasis on high-energy pressing and quick transitions, Simons' style of play aligns perfectly with the club's vision of dynamic attacking football, and he has already shown that by scoring 9 goals in all competitions this season. But Simons isn't just a one-position player. His positional versatility allows him to slot into the wide midfield roles as well, filling the void left by departing players like Christopher Nkunku and Dominic Szoboszlai. And with stats almost identical to Nkunku's last season, Simons has the potential to make a significant impact right from the start. But it's not just about stats. Simons' game intelligence sets him apart. He's constantly scanning the field, finding pockets of space, and making key passes to unlock defenses. And with 11 assists this season, he's proven to be a creative force, exceeding his expected assists, XAG of 7.9. From La Masia to the big stages of European football, Xavi Simons is on a big rise, and with stats and skills like these, it's no surprise why he's considered one of the most promising talents in football today. A move to RB Leipzig presented the perfect opportunity for Simons to test himself against tougher competition in the Bundesliga and showcase his talents on the grand stage of the UEFA Champions League. And he has definitely lived up to the hype and expectations. So what do you think of Xavi Simons? Let us know in the comment section below, and also remember to drop a like on this video, subscribe to this channel, and turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next video.